Hello and welcome to TVC Midday News. The Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has restrained the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) from releasing voter register to the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission for the purpose of conducting local government election on the 5th of October in the state. The court also barred the Inspector General of Police and the Department of State Service from providing security for the exercise. Justice Peter Lefo issued the order against INEC while delivering judgment in a suit brought before him by the All Progressives Congress. Justice Lefo held that the RSIEC was wrong in fixing the 5th of October date for the conduct of election into the 23 local government areas when all relevant laws guiding the election had not been complied with. Away from that, the debate for Nigeria to return to the regional form of government, the creation of state police, local government autonomy, and the need for gender balance and governance were focused of a two-day retreat on amendments to Nigeria's 1999 constitution. Members of the Senate Constitution Review Committee were in the ancient city of Kano to dissect the draft bill containing proposals which are expected to be transmitted to President Bola Tinubu for his assent in 2025. National Assembly correspondent TVC News reports.
It was a swell time for members of the Senate's Constitution Review Committee as they gathered in the city of Kano, the home state of its chairman, Senator Barau Jibrin, to consider issues contained in the amendment proposals to the 1999 Constitution.
Our decisions today will have far-reaching implications for generations to come, and we must ensure that they are in the best interest of all Nigerians.
This retreat was not just an avenue to socialize and interact with one another, but also to bear their minds on better ways to meet the needs of their people, especially consideration of critical matters that will shape the new laws of the land and to align in conformity with present-day realities.
Very important.
The major talking point for them is the creation of state police, a likely return to the regional form of government, federalism, local government autonomy, justice, equity, and fairness.
What also should go, with the practice of federalism, because it's probably not convenient for some principalities and powers, within the political circle. They want to run away from them or discard them. One of them is the idea of state police. We cannot run away from it.
The most important thing in our agenda is to push for equity and justice. And what is equity and what is justice? Is to give the Southeast an additional state so that we can come to terms with the other zones of the Federation.
We are doing the restructuring. We are already doing the restructuring. And by my understanding of what restructuring should be is that we should be able to give the local governments the autonomous power to be able to run the administration from the grassroots level so that the impact of governance can reach to the grassroots.
What is important for the country, we have to ensure that what we are doing it because we are not only representing the North, we are representing the country.
As the committee continues to consider and deliberate on desirable alterations to the 1999 Constitution, it promises to produce a comprehensive document containing recommendations that will reflect the true yearnings and aspirations of the Nigerian people. TVC News, Kano.
As Nigeria prepares to commemorate 64 years of independence, Senator representing Borno South, Ali Ndume, is calling for a moment of deep reflection on the current state of the nation. The former chief whip of the Senate said this when he addressed journalists on the sidelines of the two-day Constitution Review retreat in Kano. We have details in this report.
Nigeria will be marking another year of its independence and nationhood. Although President Tinubu says it will be a low-key celebration, Nigerians across the world have continued to bear their minds on the extent at which the country has developed, as well as areas that needs change. Adding his voice to the stream of these diverse reactions is the former Chief Whip of the Senate, Senator Ali Ndume, who believes a lot more still needs to be done to enhance the country's noble achievements, especially in strengthening the fight against corruption.
What do we do? That is, we are marking the Independence Day. We are assessing the Independence Day. But when you say we celebrate, then we go to the stadium, we wear ashope, we beat drums, we do parade, we in the evening we gather everybody to chop dinner. We mobilize people from there. That is celebration. I support marking independence, to evaluate ourselves, to look back.
Also reacting to other matters stemming from the Senate's Constitutional Review retreat, the lawmaker says he does not support the idea of creation of state police. He says in order to resolve the country's security challenges, government must address poverty and also strengthen and better equip its already existing security forces.
I don't support state police. Why? For three. Right now, we have less than 400,000 police nationwide. We are clamoring for another creation of state police. Why don't you increase the number and do what I call team? And then adopt the United Nations recommendation on policing.
As Nigeria clocks 64, the lawmaker advises the custodians of power to improve on their willingness to serve the people and ensure living conditions improve for the better.
Society thrives when government nurtures a sense of inclusion for economic development. Those were the words of Governor Peter Mba at a Thanksgiving Mass to mark Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary. Senior reporter Bamidele Ajayi has more.
It is a special mass organized to mark this year Nigeria's 64th independence anniversary from the colonial rules. This choir added glamour to the event through their renditions. The first and second Bible readings were taken by the Speaker, House of Assembly, and the Chief of Staff to the State Governor.
And when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied.
Come now, you rich, weep and howl for the miseries that are coming upon you.
In his homily titled Work for Common Good, the Catholic priest charges Nigerian leaders to live with a target to deliver common good to the people.
Any Christian, any government, any leader who will really achieve the mandate of Jesus Christ, the mission of Jesus Christ, must be all-inclusive, must have that oneness and the unity of mind and purpose in him, excluding no one, excluding no section, excluding no people, no race in his administration, in his work, and the rest of them.
Governor Peter Mba advises that government should nurture a sense of inclusion that gives the people a sense of development.
For us as a nation to be united, to have an inclusive economic development, and I think that's where this economy, this country is headed to. And it's for us as citizens to support the leaders, the president, and also the leadership we have in the state to actualize that. As we clock 64, there's a message of hope. The leadership will continue to strive to provide good leadership, and if the followers, cooperate with giving good followership, the vision of the leadership will be actualized.
The church service serves as a convergence of various political class, members of the executive, House of Assembly, judiciary, local government authorities, traditional institutions, clergymen from different denominations, joining the governors to celebrate the 63rd independence anniversary. Bamidele Ajayi, TVC News Enugu.
Still ahead of Nigeria's independence anniversary, Governor of Delta State, Sheriff Oborewori, has called on Nigerians to remain optimistic and united despite the current economic challenges facing the nation. At an interdenominational Thanksgiving service at the Cathedral Church of St. Peter's, Asaba, Governor Oborewori encouraged Nigerians to remain resilient to effectively surmount the challenges facing them. The governor also paid tribute to the founding fathers of the country, urging citizens to remain hopeful and united. He expressed confidence that Nigeria will soon experience a new phase of prosperity, peace, unity, and progress.
It goes without saying that we know there's hunger, there's a lot of things. But I would say Nigeria is still united. We don't have any other country else here. This is the only country we have. I want to say that this is a phase. Every problem has an expiring date, and this will not be an exception. So I urge parents, residents in the state to refuse to give up. Tough times never last, but tough people do. The situation we are in calls for creativity, innovation, determination, patience and resilience on the part of everybody, whether as a leader, as a governor, all those people around.
Still ahead on TVC Midday News, Jigawa State Government unveils health initiative to allocate 3.5 billion naira to immunize 270,000 children, among others. Stay with us for details of this and other stories.